Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today a short video, truly a short video, where we're going to discuss how we can work with, utilize, update the status bar. So this guy down here where you see it says currently ready. Did you know you can actually use code and you can change that text and use it when your database is in use to provide feedback to your users? It's really simple in reality. So let's just dive in and we'll flip over to this module. And let me bring this into focus for you so you can see what we're doing. And basically how it works is we have two very simple functions. That's literally all there is to this entire story. So we're going to have one here which I called status set, and then we have another one here which is status clear. So the names are pretty self-explanatory. We can use a simple function like this to apply whatever text we want to see. And then when we're done, whatever the process is, we want to make sure we then apply this clear command to return it back to access. So then access can continue to use it as however it needs to use it. So as you can see here, all of this is done using a SysCmd. And in our case, for the case of setting, applying a text that we want, we're going to use the SysCmd set status. Pretty self-explanatory there as well. And we're going to pass it a second argument, which is what is the message? What is the string we want displayed? Now, you'll see here, apply a DoEvent. It's especially important if you're in some type of looping mechanism. So some people will say this isn't required. It depends on how you're using it. There are many times where, yes, it is true, it's not required whatsoever. But it is still, in my opinion, a good practice because it will avoid or make it function in all scenarios. Then the clear, like I say, it's just a single. There's no extra arguments here. We're just going to apply the argument SysCmd clear status. Pretty self-explanatory once again. And that's it. Now, why do I create functions and not just use these? First of all, this is 2 lines of code. It could be possibly more, but instead of having to do that over and over and over, I can just do now a single line. The other benefit of this type of approach is I'm able to add error handling and I can do error trapping. So then I control the way the errors are displayed and things like that rather than just the default Microsoft Access limited error reporting. So I much prefer to trap things myself, and I have much more robust error handling and error reporting than using the default. Let's just take a very quick look at how this works. What we'll do in this case is we'll throw the database on either side. So we have the VBA. Let me shrink this down, although there we go. So as you can see here, we have, it says ready. So we can come here and we can, let's say, do something like this, where you can do processing files, and bam, there the status bar text has been updated. Now you could do this over and over. You could do, let's see, processing, let's say, file 1, or you could have, file C 2 points and, the location path and the name of the file. But you get the idea here. So in a looping mechanism, you could easily iterate over every entry and provide that feedback to your user. And then when you're done, then you just come and return it, the control of the status bar back to Microsoft Access by simply clearing it. And we're back to ready. And that's literally the entire discussion of working with the Microsoft Access default status bar. Now, let's just throw in one more thing here. Although the status bar itself, it has its purpose, I find over the years, I found with my users at least, most of them, I don't know, they just seem to overlook it completely, and they rarely realize that there are messages there. So how effective is this? I'm not 100% sure. And that's why personally, I prefer to switch over and I actually use something like this. There are different flavors of this, but I used an enhanced quote-unquote message box, or I can also use a progress bar, which I also have on my website. And here's one example of many, and there's a video, obviously. I also have a video for this enhanced message box, but basically these types of things I prefer, where they pop up centered on Microsoft's graphical interface. So they're not just in this bottom corner where people don't always see it, but it's more front facing, right in their face. They can't miss it. And if you make it a pop-up modal, it stays in front of everything else until whatever operation you are doing is completed. So you have now several options on how to work it. But if you don't want to get into having extra code, like the progress bar or the enhanced, I get that. And you're just looking for something simple that is built in. As you can see, using the status bar down here is as easy as it gets. And you can do it now with 2 simple functions. That's as complicated as it gets. And in a loop, you just keep calling this guy over and over and just update the text that you're passing to it. So it will update this continuously to your end user. Just don't forget, when you're done, however, make sure you run this command or this function, if you're going through functions like me, to return the control back to the Access application. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I wish you all a great day and take care. We will see you in the next video.